Oh!
How many times, by the way, I'm John Ritlin, this is...
the Boardinator.
Yeah, how many times have we said that it may be one of the worst Raws of the year? 10?
Yeah, well,
12 times?
I mean, we've had Raws that we have had nothing good to say about it.
There were a few things, but a lot of this was wading through a lot of shit, and it's weird because you, by the way, how
it felt... And I know I say this a lot, disjointed, it's like a favorite word of mine, but...
It's accurate.
There was no consistency really throughout the show. Except for the Firefly Funhouse, which was, like, you know, the good part.
And except, I guess, for the opening match and the closing match was a little weird. How was Without a Cause, by the way, before we get into this?
Much better than this show.
Yeah. Clash of Champions, by the way, this was a downgrade from Clash of Champions. There were a couple good things. Let's get into it. First off, I want to say this much first about the stupid motherfucker that
You ever seen two heavyweights pull off a Canadian destroyer?
I have not.
I have. And I can say that because of yesterday.
Yeah, how was that?
That was impressive.
Yeah, you work
with watching Dave Turner do a Hurricane Rana, it's like, what?
You work with one of those guys.
Turner.
Yeah. But let me say this much about the stupid motherfucker that tried to grab Sasha's ass at Clash of Champions. She wants to sue it. That's good. She wants to sue him. She should sue him, and you know what should happen? And I don't care if this if people get upset. You take his hand and you cut it off.
Alternatively, you ban him from ever entering any arena ever again.
That too. But my thing is, if he's going to try to do that, he's going to try to do something. Look, I make a lot of jokes. I say a lot of off-color comments, which actually may shock some of you guys, including
and on-color comments too.
This is true. But I got a line. I'm sorry. And this goes to male wrestlers. Yeah. If people try to touch male wrestlers like that.
Ain't no joke.
No. It's fucking ridiculous. So, that being said, I hope she sues him, I hope she wins, and I hope the guy ends up, losing his entire ass. Because it's what he deserves for trying to touch hers. So we get Rollins. Why was Rollins recapping the show like an opening
step by step and just... Ugh.
I now have the new kids...
Really curb stomping that information to us.
I had the New Kids on the Block song stuck in my head now, by the way. So...
You're welcome.
Yep. That's right, you used to listen to them. So... Rollins doing this didn't bother me, except he kept, like you said, step by step, agonizing over and over, and all this, and then the Firefly Funhouse appears, and basically the whole theme of this is, the rabbit says, run, and then he gets pushed away, and Embrace says, see you in hell, and throughout these Firefly Funhouses, because there's a few in the night, or during the night, Kurt Angle, Foley, a couple others. Balor had all the X's on their faces and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, a vindictive teenager in his high school yearbook.
He's being so edgy.
Such edge.
Much
Lord.
Yes. There we go for that. I will say...
I love the way that they're doing this. Like, he's... Like, week by week, he's just slowly getting rid of the Bray Wyatt personality as the Fiend starts to take over.
Which, I'm not going to say I'm totally sold on everything, but I'll say he's committed to it, and if Vince is fully committed to letting Bray be committed, even though Vince himself should have been committed a while ago for the stuff he's done.
We know.
Hey, if this can work, this can work. They can run this
is being committed to the role that you're in. And if you've been given free reign, you got to be fully committed to it, and he is.
He is, and I will say that.
I enjoy every moment he's on our TV.
He is a highlight, I will say that. I'm not totally sold, but hey, good on him. Yeah. And then we get upside down graphics. Good job.
At first we thought it was a mistake.
Yeah, like sling or something.
And then Renee's like, wait a minute, have those been upside down the entire time?
By the way, not the first time. She asked Dean that once. Should I say more? No.
What?
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, the upside down graphics were weird, and then they got figured. Graves, I think I even got confused.
Who's Dean?
Oh yeah, John. Mox.
I was gonna say, John's you.
Mox. John with one N is not me. So, there we go. Yeah, then we get Braun and Charlie. Apparently Charlie wants to get those hands.
Sure, the hands.
I mean, probably all of it. Whatever. Rude and Ziggler and the Revival are out to have a tag team summit thing, and Braun just comes out and murders everybody. Congratulations, tag team division. Those are your 2 main roster tag teams, and Braun just did that. The Revival have not re-signed yet.
I don't think they're going to.
They shouldn't. This is not how you use Braun. Because having to murder people, it gets stale. Sure, we got to pop it. It's hollow now.
I'd love to see them go back to NXT.
That wouldn't be too bad. Ooh, him versus Keith Lee. Ooh. So.
No, I meant the Revival.
The Revival, too. I mean, maybe Braun. But yeah, the Revival actually would be better. So, we then get commercial time, a split screen thing for a Gears of War 5 ad, and then we're back. Styles, Gallows, Anderson versus Cedric, Alexander, and the Viking Raider Experience, and the match was fine.
The Viking Raider Experience machine?
Yes, we got Eric landing badly, very badly.
Yes.
Barry only taking out Rowe. Hanson and Rowe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call him Hanson and Rowe, because that's what they are.
You do that.
Cedric got pinned clean again by Styles. Okay.
Alright then.
And then he continues to beat him down, just a Styles clash off the ropes. If the idea is to get sympathy for Cedric, maybe you should have made Cedric a little bit more competitive last night. And they didn't do that. Now he got some moves in. He got
5 minutes from what I heard.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, they crammed a lot in those 5 minutes, and Cedric got in some moves. That's not how you build a feud.
No.
It was what it was. I will say that.
I mean, this is how you shut down one.
And I'm not even knocking Styles. I'm knocking how they booked this.
Yeah.
Because now, if Cedric beats Styles, I hate to say it, you ain't going to have a lot of momentum to it. We then get Truth and Carmella and Mayor Kane, and I'm sorry, would you please stop with the 24/7 stuff? It's not entertaining anymore. To me. I'm sorry. Credit to Kane. He did what he could.
Yeah.
This is how much we care about this show, by the way.
Well, my mood got killed
a little bit later.
Through a couple segments that came right after this one.
No Way Jose was in a Kit Kat ad. That is the most TV time that No Way Jose has had on Raw in months.
Alright, boss, I just need a match. Just give me a break. I'll break you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That's what you're...
Vince. Oh, God damn it. You can storm in your
hair.
Can
I do something else? No way. Jose, no way. Jose.
You know that Vince would do that.
Yeah, he's a jackass.
Yeah, he is. I wouldn't know anything about being a jackass. We then get Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable, King of the Ring finals. Let me say the match. The match was well paced. It was a good match. Here's the problem.
The wrong person won. And not because I wanted the face to win. Like, if you had a good heel in the role for King of the Ring, like someone you love to hate,
not someone you're bored by.
Perfect. Yeah. Baron Corbin is the most boring wrestler in WWE that's been at the top of the card.
Even though, and I push back on this, even though the flow of the match was good, even though he has made some strides in the ring, I don't care when I watch his matches. It's not that
Deep six kick out, gets knocked out of the ring, but instead he slides underneath the rope, he comes back in, and then after some scuffle, he hits the end of days, and it's done.
But remember, the ankle lock, the Vice ankle lock that Angle had won so many matches with. Gable should have been Kurt Angle's, long-lost son, by the way.
Yeah. But because he wasn't, it wasn't enough to win the match.
Yeah, he got to the ropes. Once Corbin got to the ropes, I said, okay, that's it. And I picked Corbin, by the way, when we did our Clash predictions, because I thought that, it was going to be on the show. Yes, I'm sorry, the crowd hated it.
No wonder they moved it off of Clash of Champions and put it on Raw.
They might have actually killed the crowd.
Yeah.
Which is sad. That is
all of the build, all of the promo work that Chad has put into this. Everything that he's been going through, and the payoff is he lost.
He beat Shane McMahon when they made it all not about Gable afterwards. Yeah. And then...
So what the fuck does this mean for Chad? Where does he go now?
Back down the card.
Yeah. He's gonna go back into obscurity and be used for, well, probably never used again. They might move him to NXT just so that he can, show his stuff, but I don't think they even care enough about him to do that.
They don't, and let me say
you
this.
don't build someone that high and have them lose to the most boring wrestler.
if you're a fan of Corbin, you're happy he won, fine. I don't get it. I'm not going to knock you guys. I'm not. But I will say this. If you guys got a problem with what we're saying,
it is of my opinion that he is the most boring wrestler that's at the top of the card.
He is. Well, no, it's like that feud with Seth Rollins was fucking atrocious. And he hasn't gotten any better as far as interest. Now, is he in better shape? Sure. Was this a good match?
I can't tell because he's always wearing a vest, so we don't know if his sad torso is
still the sad
there.
torso. He did lose a lot of weight before getting back out of the NFL, but yeah, the crowd hated it. They hate it. And I feel bad for Gable. I really do. I don't know if it's an effective burial, but it's cutting the legs out from somebody when you didn't need to do it.
Yeah.
And had it been Drew McIntyre winning over Gable?
Oh, dude, yeah. Because Drew McIntyre's beating someone else who uses the ankle lock, and that could be used for a good storyline. Instead, they went with Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Samoa Joe.
You have so many talented heels that can get heat with the crowd without being boring. And you choose Baron Corbin.
And the problem is, this is a long line of heels winning that nobody's going to give a shit about. He's going to go with Sheamus, Barrett.
No one is going to remember this after a few weeks. Unless, well, I mean, they're going to constantly remind us, but we're not going to care after a couple weeks.
By the way, I got something that I'm going to do. Show that I'm going to do at some point.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow. Every King of the Ring winner ranked from worst to best. And guess what's going to happen? You'll see. Yeah, so then we have the gender reveal party, and oh dear!
Why is this a thing on TV?
No more wire hangers ever. Sorry.
The idea of the gender reveal party is not what I have a problem with. It's on TV for the sake of setting up a match.
Good. Maria
says that Ricochet is the father.
Yeah.
Because she wanted Mike to stand up and get angry and get aggressive and win a match.
How would that work out?
It didn't.
It didn't.
He lost in like 4 minutes.
He lost in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
One line, though. One line from Montez Ford. Maria on a pole is how we got in this situation.
Yeah, because Dawkins suggested, what are we going to get next to? Maria on the pole match? And he goes, Maria on a pole is how we got into this situation.
I didn't want to laugh. I did not want to laugh.
But it's exactly the joke you would have made had he not made it.
Chris, you're implying I'm dirty-minded.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have said it. I totally would have said it. I would have.
But,
but
after that...
Yeah. By the way, Maria's running down Mike when we get back.
Yeah.
Again.
Maria's running down Mike, and then... they wasted a return on this storyline that nobody cares about because everyone's favorite Bulgarian brute returns to be the quote-unquote baby daddy.
Rusev, by the way, is in phenomenal shape.
He is.
I mean,
he's got a spectacular mustache.
He does.
I should know.
Yes.
But just good to see you again, Rusev.
Yes.
But what the fuck?
Right.
Who told you that this was going to be a good storyline and that everyone loved it?
Oh, god damn it. It's so
Some
fun.
interspersed chants of Rusev Day because we still care.
Yes. And he beat Mike Kanellis and tapped him out to the accolade. And look, if the idea here... Now, obviously, Mike and Maria love each other. Obviously, they do.
Mike went to go skedaddle and was like, you know what, if you're the dad, go for it.
I think even he's regretting signing for 5 years besides the money. This is bad. This is bad. And I feel bad for Rusev. I'm glad Rusev's back on TV. But for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Why? And what do they hate Mike Kanellis? Fucking hell, he's never going to be more than maybe an Intercontinental Champion one time. But you're going to make it to where he can't be taken seriously. Oh, they're going to turn him babyface and do this kind of stuff. It ain't going to work. No one cares. I feel bad for him, except he's getting a bunch of money for 5 years, and same with Maria. I mean, good on them. They got kids. Well, and then kids coming up soon. It's such good shit, Chris.
It is shit.
It is. Rusev, though, hey, I hope they put him. Who's the U.S. champion? Have Styles lose to Cedric. Have Rusev beat Cedric. Give Rusev another U.S. title run.
He's taking back his name, and Cedric will just be... No, Cedric Alexander will just be Cedric, and Rusev will now, again, be Alexander Rusev.
You just came up with that.
Yes.
That's fucking brilliant. That's great. I don't know why I didn't think of that one.
I don't know either.
Kane is a new 24/7 champion.
R-Truth ran into a foot and into the goalpost. Just a little funny, a little slapstick comedy.
Yeah, and I guess Cole said that, Truth is as good as the University of Tennessee football team, which he's not wrong about. We then get Sasha and Bayley getting dressed after... Did they...
No, they didn't.
Moving on. Rey and Cesaro. So here's the question, though. If Cesaro wasn't dressed to compete, why'd they play his music? Why was Rey out there?
Oh, because as you may or may not be currently unawares, the production crew is in cahoots!
They are. We have no energy for this. I'm sorry, guys. The match was good. Match was well wrestled.
Yep.
Rey won for some reason.
Right.
I mean, I get that he's doing kind of a retirement tour thing. He's facing a whole lot of people, but it's just he should be
Who's he going to be putting over?
Somebody good, not Dominic. I'm sorry.
Well, we haven't seen Dominic in the ring yet.
If he's anything like he is on promos, he's fucked. I'm sorry. That's needlessly mean
Pretty
towards
sure Rey
him.
Mysterio probably wasn't that good at promos when he was 18, 19.
Rey Mysterio still isn't that good at promos. I mean, he's good. No, he's better than he was.
Sometimes it's not just promo ability that counts.
Oh, no. I'm just saying.
Sometimes you have to use your fingers.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, God damn it. So, apparently, I guess Lance Storm is helping train him, which rules out the better promos. That's needlessly mean towards Lance, who is funny on Twitter.
Yeah.
Firefly Funhouse, we get more pictures. And
Yay.
all that. And then we get...
Seth.
Yes, of Seth and stuff like that. We then get an ALP promo with subtitles. And
Because they finally figured out that if you got foreign talent, use subtitles and let them talk in with how they're comfortable.
do you think it's bad that they carry those subtitles wherever they go? It's got to be awkward. By the way, at one point, Akam or Razor, I don't know who, says, "No one is hard enough to fight us." And I did not laugh.
And I did not say, well, I guess they're going to be facing John Cena. Undertaker match, cough.
He popped for the... I hope he didn't cough during that. So,
Here we go.
AOP, I give it 2 weeks, and then they're not being pushed again. Bayley, Sasha, Alexa, and Nikki. The match was good.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexa's knee got hurt again, maybe because she was off screen. So maybe she actually legit got hurt. Hopefully she's okay. Wouldn't be the first time she got injured and then suddenly got taken out of something because she's made of glass.
Yeah.
Make her a manager at this point. Nikki collides with Sasha, brutally fisting her and Bayley, both at the same time. I may have had that dream. So, we then get Nikki tapping to Sasha. It was fine.
Yeah.
We then get a beatdown. Becky runs down, and her and Sasha duel with chairs.
Dun 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 dun.
Man. Sasha's hair, though, she is literally black and blue now. Moving on. Charlotte and Bayley. Because Bayley was there, and then Charlotte ran down in heels, by the way, and did that, which is impressive. The crowd liked it. I guess maybe we're getting this. We're going to get this match in some variation at Survivor Series, or something.
Yeah, who knows?
Or on opposite sides of a Raw SmackDown divide. Because Raw and SmackDown's the one night of the year where they go head to head.
To quote a cynical asshole I know,
you
have a lot of faith in WWE right now.
I'm trying, Chris, because I see potential with what they're doing with Bayley and Sasha. It could work. It could. It might. There's not a lot to be happy about with this show. We get Sasha's comments, saying, "Oh, you want to face me? I want to face you in Hell in a Cell." And then we get more Truth and Kane, and Truth wins the title back. Yep. And then we get Becky's comments. "Oh, well, I don't want to face you at Hell in a Cell. I want to end you in Hell in a Cell."
In Hell in a Cell.
That's murder, Becky. That's murder. I know your fiance likes to burn shit down, but come on.
And then next up, we get Lacey Evans versus...
Dana.
Yes. Somersaults.
Yeah. You know what? Good on Dana. She has improved. She has. She really had nowhere else to go but up.
She's definitely... Her in-ring ability has definitely gone up.
Yes. The match was good for what it was. Dana had some moments. Of course,
You can tell she's working her ass off to get that going.
You definitely can tell that. I mean, good on her, honestly. Where's Sarah Logan, by the way?
I have no idea, but on to the match.
We get Woman's Right at one point, because Dana hit some moves, but Woman's Right, and then Lacey doing a very nice variation of the sharpshooter.
Yes.
Give her a submission for her finisher.
A good heel move to have good submission.
That was really, really good. Struggling and dominating Dana and submitting her.
Especially with someone who's like mostly a striker like her.
And has long legs.
Yes.
I'm thinking of something. Moving on. Ruden Rollins, Ziggler there, and Ziggler interferes. The match was okay.
Yeah.
We then get
Then we got
Styles.
a DQ finish
DQ from Ziggler, and then we get Styles, Gallows, and Anderson running down.
The OC.
No, they're Styles, Gallows, and Anderson until they come up with they're coming up with a better name, or I won't call them that.
So yeah, the OC continues to beat them down.
Jackass.
And then as Seth is getting beaten up, no one's coming out to help. Kane's music hits because of course it does, because they're in Knoxville.
And Kane.
Yep.
Who may or may not be seeing a gym anytime soon.
Yeah, he's been snapping into a fat gym.
Yeah, look, I'm one to talk. I ain't in that great a shape, but Kane don't know. This wasn't good. Kane runs down, chokeslam, beats down, and then...
And then as he's getting ready to summon the fire, the lights come down instead.
All that and everything, and then
and then when the lights start to come back on, he's like peeking over Kane's shoulder. My first thought was, hi.
And then we get a mandible claw, he chokes him out. And then we get, and then he gets over towards Seth.
Yep.
And then they end with the Firefly Funhouse glitchy and all this stuff and playing the whole song.
For entirely too long.
Had this been about 15 seconds, would have been perfect. Maybe
Yes.
30. Maybe 30. It didn't need to be this long.
Yeah.
They should have played this after Kane had made his appearance.
Yes.
Like
Like as he's getting ready to summon the fire, that's when you play it. But, you know.
Do that.
They didn't
30
do that.
seconds. They did not do that. D+.
D+.
It just...
And
But...
the other plus is there's a poll up here.
Yeah.
And you can grade along with us. I don't have any pluses or minuses because I can't fit more than 5 options onto that poll.
So yeah.
So leave a comment down below.
Do that.
Maybe hit a like.
A dislike. Don't hit the dislike.
Please.
Hit
the subscribe.
Hit the bell.
Please.
That we have, apparently. Yes, we will hopefully be back, and hopefully SmackDown will be better. Maybe I'll have that list up tomorrow. We'll see about a stream, don't know. I'm John Ritlin. That is...
The D+inator.
Yeah, we're gone. Bye. See ya.
See you.